Welcome to the regular meeting of the Council of the Corporation Municipality of Central Elgin. It's Monday, June 10th. Welcome those here in the gallery as well as those who are joining us online. If I could ask for those in attendance to please rise to the national anthem. Thank you. Municipality of Central Elgin acknowledges that it is located on the land of the McKee Treaty that was signed by the Wyandot and Menominee nations, including ancestors of Chippewas of the Thames First Nation. It is also the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, Attawandaronk, and Mississauga Nation. These First Nations continue to provide ongoing stewardship of the land and waters in the municipality of Central Elgin. Council, is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest? Seeing none. Moving along to correspondence, A, requiring action, SC 1324, special events application. Questions or comments? Seeing none, if I could get a mover and a seconder, please. Councillor Halpin, Deputy Mayor Noble. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Halpin, seconded by Deputy Mayor Noble, that report SE 1324 be received for information, and that council approve the special events permit for the summertime vendors market, Christmas and July vendors market, and Summerween vendors market to be held on June 29th, July 27th, and August 31st, 2024, respectively, subject to the outlined recommended conditions.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. 1424, another special events application, getting ready for summer vendors market. Questions or comments from council? Seeing none, if I could get a mover and a seconder, please. Deputy Mayor and Councillor Bachman. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Deputy Mayor Noble, seconded by Councillor Bogman, that report SE 1424 be received for information, and the council approve the special events permit for the Getting Ready for Summer Vendors Market event to be held on June 16th, 2024 from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., subject to the subsequently recommended conditions.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. 1524 is a hot air balloon ride for MS. Any questions or comments on the application? Seeing none, Ms. Leach? Sorry. Thought I had one mover and a seconder. Councillor Watson. Councillor Connors, thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Watson, seconded by Councillor Connors, that report SE 1524 be received for information, and the council approve the special events permit for the hot air balloon ride for MS Bike event to be held on July 3rd, 2024 from 4:00 p.m. to 7:00 p.m., subject to the conditions as outlined.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. 1624, 2024 Canadale Nurseries Dino Days, mover, seconder. Deputy Mayor, Councillor Halpin. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Deputy Mayor Noble, seconded by Councillor Halpin, that report SE 1624 regarding special events application 2024 Canadale Nurseries Dino Days be received as information, and that council approve the special events permit for Dino Days Canadale Nurseries to be held on July 5th to 14th, 2024 from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., subject to the conditions as outlined.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Received for information 2 sessions of Elgin County highlights from the 14th and 28th of May. Questions or comments from council? Seeing none, if I could get a mover and a seconder. Councillor Connors, Deputy Mayor Noble.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Connors, seconded by Deputy Mayor Noble, the correspondence items number 1 to 2 be received for information.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. Our next report is from the Director of Infrastructure and Community Services. Request for tenders, relatively self-explanatory, but did any of the council have any questions? Comments? Seeing none, if I could get a mover and a seconder, please. Councillor Halpin, Councillor Bachman. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Halpin, seconded by Councillor Bachman, that the tender from Johnston Brothers Bothwell Limited for 2024-05 supply, delivery, and placement of aggregates in the amount of $370,830.25 plus HST be approved and funded from the road resurfacing capital project.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. ICS 3624 is a development agreement. Questions or comments? Seeing none, if I could get a mover and a seconder. Councillor Halpin and Deputy Mayor Noble. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Halpin, seconded by Deputy Mayor Noble, that report ICS 3624 regarding development agreements for 199 Centennial and 210 Main Street be received for information.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Monthly fire alarm reports. Questions or comments, please? Seeing none, if I could have a mover and a seconder. Councillor Halpin and Councillor Bachman. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Halpin, seconded by Councillor Bachman, that report FS 1224 regarding monthly alarm activities report, May 2024, be received for information.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. Thank you. On to the bylaws. We're looking at taking them collectively if that suits. Then I get a mover and a seconder for that, please. Councillor Connors, Councillor Halpin. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Connors, seconded by Councillor Halpin, that bylaws 2911, 2912, and 2913 be taken collectively.
All those in favor? Opposed? Carried. Mover and a seconder for second, third, and final. Councillor Connors, Councillor Halpin. Thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Connors, seconded by Councillor Halpin, that bylaws 2911, 2912, and 2913 be read a first, second, and third time and finally passed.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. And I need a mover and a seconder for 2862 for final passage. Councillor Bachman, thank you. Councillor Watson, thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Bachman, seconded by Councillor Watson, that bylaw 2862 be read a third time and finally passed.
All those in favor? Opposed? And that's carried. 2914, confirmation. Mover and a seconder, please. Councillor Halpin. Councillor Bachman, thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Halpin, seconded by Councillor Bachman, that bylaw 2914 be read a first, second, third time and finally passed.
All those in favor? Opposed? That's carried. On to adjournment. Mover in a second. Excuse me, Deputy Mayor has a comment. Which one did I, or which one? Oh, okay. Well, go ahead.
Kind of snuck past that. We make, well, maybe, yeah. I wanted to mention the team at the Green Roof Restaurant in Port Stanley. They had a really good event on Sunday to raise money for the hospital. And the event was a success. I know we got a lot of rain in the early morning, and then we got a little bit of bad weather towards the end, but it was sunny for the whole time of the event. So I just wanted to recognize them and the effort they put in to have a successful event and raise some money for the Elgin General Hospital.
Thanks to the deputy mayor. Also thanks to Councillor Bachman, Councillor Connors for their town halls last week. And we always appreciate the opportunity to speak with constituents. Is there any other questions or comments before I get to our adjournment? Seeing none, adjournment. If I can get a mover and a seconder. Councillor Bachman, Councillor Connors, thank you.
Mayor Sloan, the motion reads, moved by Councillor Bogman, seconded by Councillor Connors, that the regular meeting of council dated Monday, June 10th, 2024 be adjourned at 7:17 p.m. and that the next regular meeting of council be scheduled for Monday, June 24th, 2024 at 7:00 p.m.
All those in favor? Opposed? Meeting adjourned. Thank you. Michelle, can you hear me?